Sorry, folks, got a little late start. And top of the first, Mason leading off for Waterloo. This is Waterloo against Sun Prairie-Blue. Inside a ball, 2-1 to Mason. A rematch from a couple of weeks ago. Thrilling ending to that game. And Mason pops that one foul, 2-2. Waterloo gave up 5 runs in the top of the 7th. And we're down 11-7. And Waterloo came back and scored 5 in the bottom of the 7th. And Mason out to right. Is it going to stay fair? Foul ball. Wind is blowing from left to right. I'm sure that got a little bit of additional carry from the breeze. So it's just a long strike. So we'll just do it again now at 2-2. Top of the first, no score. That one's high to Mason. Gavin waits on deck. And Mason with a solid single to center. And Waterloo with the leadoff batter aboard in the first inning. Mason with a 2-step lead over at first. And outside a ball. And Gavin with a shot past short into left field. And runners on first and second for Waterloo. And Shea will stand in. Oh, aggressive running by Mason. He takes third. And on the throw, Gavin takes second. So first, they're second and third now. Nobody out. And Shea now with a 1-0 count. And that drops in there for a strike. Even out a ball and a strike. Big shout out to all the moms joining us tonight. Selena, Kathy, and Corrine, welcome to the broadcast. And Shea with a rocket up to center. And Mason scores. Gavin coming around third. He will score a 2 RBI single for Shea. And Waterloo up 2-0. Without an out yet. And Trey steps in. Shea with a 2-step lead over there. He holds. And Trey lays off that high pitch. 1-0. Ooh, just off the plate. And Trey swings and fouls that one straight back. 2-1. Waterloo with an early 2-0 lead here in the top of the first. And Shea gets back in time. Two 2-1 count. Shea is off with the pitch and foul over there to Coach Reedy. Count is even. 2-2. Shea is still off with the pitch outside. So full count and Shea with a stolen base. He is on second. And inside to Trey. So first and second, and Jake stands in. And Jake with a solid shot out to left center. That is going to roll. Jake is on his horse going to second. And Shea scores RBI double for Jake. Oh, right center. Sorry, I said left center. And we are going to have a meeting of the minds. Still nobody out. Okay, back to live baseball, and Wyatt steps in with runners on second and third. Nobody out here in the top of the first. And Wyatt swings through that one. Foul ball, and Trey and Jake have to retreat back to their bases. Ooh, inside to Wyatt. One and one. Big secondary lead by Jake. Nobody even over there. And inside to Tucker, or to Wyatt. Trey slides in head first safely. And Waterloo up 4-0. Jake will take third on the pass ball. 2-1 to Wyatt. Keep getting names wrong, folks. I'm sitting up here where I normally don't sit, but I like the look of the field from this direction. And inside to Tucker. Jake will stay there. 3-1 now. 3-1 to Wyatt. And Wyatt with a little grounder to first, but that will get the run home. So another run in. RBI for Wyatt. First out of the inning, Waterloo leads 5-0. And high and tight to Tucker. 1-0. Base is empty. First time that's happened since the first batter. Outside to Tucker. 2-0. Jacob waits on deck. Three and 0 outside. This becomes a 4-ball walk. We may see a pitching change already the first inning. Maybe not. And that's inside to Tucker. He walks. So runner on first for Waterloo as Jacob will step into the batter's box. Jacob fouls that one back. And Jacob swings through that one, throw it down to second, and Tucker's in safely with a stolen base. Second stolen base of the inning for Waterloo. Jacob in an 0-2 hole. Only one down in the top of the first. Waterloo with a 5-0 lead. And Jacob leaves that one alone. Strikeout looking. So 2 down in the top of the first. And Ryan will step in now with Tucker on second. Chance to drive in another run. And Ryan leaves that alone. That's inside a ball. High. Lays off of that one. And Ryan grounds that one in front of the Sun Prairie bench. Count will be 2-1. And strike, running down to third. And they cut him down, trying to steal third. That is the third out of the inning. Ryan will be up the start of the second. Clean slate this time, but Waterloo puts up a crooked number of a 5. And through 1/2 inning of play, they lead it 5-0. Shea will start on the mound today. Shea last pitch on Thursday against Beloit. Season high 11 strikeouts in that game in 5 innings of work. Good traveling Waterloo contingent here again today. Parents, grandparents, brothers, daughters. I'll set the defense for you. Shea on the mound, Ryan behind the plate.
Ryan, you got to work hard.
First to third is Dylan, Mason, Gavin, and Jacob. Outfield is Tucker. No, Tucker's coming in now. Jake will take left field. And Trey in center. And in right is Wyatt. Opening pitch here is swung on and popped to second, and just over Mason's glove for a shallow right field single. Off with the pitch, high inside. Ryan fires down to second, but there's a stolen base. Throw a little bit up the third base line, but I think he had it stolen anyway. Gavin creeping in behind him. Shea with a long look over there, but he's coming home. And inside a ball, 2-0. Whoa. From this, I thought it looked like Ryan was going to throw it over Shea's head. And there it is, little nubber up to third. Jacob clubs that one and throws on to first for the out. Turf infield here at Sun Prairie. This is Summit Field by the Sun Prairie East High School. Hence the Cardinals writing behind the plate. And curveball drops in there, an inside corner for a strike. Shea ahead 0-1. And Waterloo ahead 5-0 in the bottom of the first. And swung on and chops to third. It'll be an infield single. So 5-1. Step and a half lead over there for the runner at first. Coming home, and chopper up to short. Gavin's got that, throws on to first low, and unable to glove it, but Dylan keeps it in front of him. So still only one out. And there's a foul straight back. Nothing hit hard today, just finding spots. Is Shea going to throw to second? Nope, he's coming home. And that's outside the ball. 1-1. Turf infield and grass outfield, in case anybody was wondering. There's a curveball, swung on and missed. Shea ahead, 1-2. Let's see if he tries to get him with a high fastball. Ryan's got the glove up there. And Shea hits it and strikes him out. Nice big target for Ryan. From Ryan, I should say. That's 2 down. In the bottom of the first. Scoreboard's not working, but you can trust me. It's 5-1. And curveball missed high. Mason creeping. Gavin creeping now. It's popped up foul over my head. And 1-1. I think he had that base stolen, but too good of a pitch to lay off. And coming home and fouled again into the netting. Well, Ryan looking into the dugout for the sign. I'm thinking you got to go with a curve here. However, the batter did just swing at that high inside fastball. And Ryan's got the glove set up high again. Nope. It's right down the middle. And there's the curveball. Popped up. Who's got it? Mason's going to call that on the infield. And the side is retired. So Cardinals leave Strand 2, but they score 1. And through 1 inning of play, it is Waterloo 5, Sun Prairie-Blue 1. Well, Ryan stands in. He was up last inning when Tucker was cut down at third. And first pitch is behind Ryan. Ball 1. And he lays off that high and tight pitch. 2-0.
Can't strike out if you get beamed.
Outside corner drops in there for a strike. 2-1 to Ryan. Ooh, Ryan swings through that one. 2-2 now. That pitch is outside. Run it full now. First batter of the top of the second. Waterloo leads 5-1. And low and outside. Ryan leaves that one alone. Good eye by Ryan. And second inning in a row when the leadoff batter is aboard. In steps Dylan. And Dylan swings through that opening pitch. Outside. From an announcer standpoint, I really appreciate this umpire. He calls out his calls. And the count. That's low. And Ryan stays at first. Ball didn't trickle that far away. That, I thought that was a balk. It looked like he started coming home briefly. But... And Dylan with a shot out to right center. And Dylan chug it into second with a standing double. Ryan will be into third. And Waterloo with something cooking again here in the second inning. Runners on second and third, nobody out. And Avery stands in. 2 doubles today for Waterloo in that same spot. And Avery lines it to third. Ryan gets caught off a third. Double play. And Emmanuel stands in. Low to Emmanuel. Outside, Emmanuel up 2-0. Three and 0 to Emmanuel. Can't get him to go fishing. And that is over the inside corner, 3-1. And Emmanuel fouls one off up the first base line. Full count. 2 down. Top of the second. Waterloo maintains their 5-1 lead. Threatening. with a runner in scoring position. And Emmanuel leaves that alone, and it's a walk, and Dylan is cut down at third. So one base runner cut down at third in the first inning, and two caught in the second inning. And Waterloo walks away scoreless. And through an inning and a half, it's Waterloo 5, Sun Prairie 1. Defensive changes for Waterloo. We have an entirely new outfield this half inning. Emmanuel in left, Tucker in center, and Sawyer in right. Also the customary replacement at first. Avery's in for Dylan. Shea back on the mound. Opening pitch at the bottom of the second is swung on and missed. Strike one. There's another one in there. Strike two. Inside. 1-2. Not a bad waste of a pitch. And that is in their outside corner. Second strikeout for Shea. Ooh, just a bit outside. That's in there for a strike. So Sun Prairie-Blue seeing definitely a different version of a pitcher. They didn't see Shea or Jacob in the first game. Waterloo coming off a tournament that weekend, and coach decides to give their arms a rest. And it's right down the middle. Strike three. Got the batter fooled, looking for the changeup or the curve, and he threw a fastball right past him. So two down, nobody on for Sun Prairie. And opening pitch to this batter is high. Actually, this is the bottom of the lineup. Top of the order is coming up after this hitter. And swings through that one. 1-1. inside. And swings through that one. 2-2. And flies out to right center. Sawyer not going to catch up to that one. And hit it into the right field, right center gap. And third hit given up by Shea. That's the first solid hit for Sun Prairie today. So 2 down, runner on second. And back to the top of the order for Sun Prairie. Leadoff single for in the first. Bloop shot over Mason's head. Goes there again. Avery's going to have to go out there and chase that because Mason's not in his position. He's trying to hold the runner on second. That Shea's quickly ahead, 0-1. Yep, there we go. Now he's defense has repositioned Mason back to a better spot. Is Gavin going to sneak in back there? Nope, Shea will just step off the rubber. Coming home. There's a curveball in there. Shea ahead 0-2. Comes home and a little tapper. It's foul. So we'll do it again at 0-2. Shea paying a lot of attention to the runner at second. And little tapper to Shea. He'll throw over to first. And the side is retired. Sun Prairie with a 2-out double. Gets stranded. And through 2 innings of play, it is Waterloo 5. Sun Prairie-Blue nothing. Due up for Waterloo, Sawyer at the bottom of the lineup, and back to the top in Mason and Gavin. Sawyer stands in now and takes the first pitch over to second. And one pitch, one out for Waterloo. Back to the top of the order in Mason, who singled his first time up and scored in that opening 5-run first. And Mason sees one he likes and flies it out to right. Is it going to be caught? Foul ball. Once again, the wind got a hold of that one and pushed it foul. Wind might be blowing a little bit more in from left this time. First inning, it was more crosswind. Mason in an 0-1 hold. Coming home, Mason takes that one back to the same spot, but a more level swing this time. Solid single to right. And Mason is 2 for 2 on the day. And Gavin stands in, who also singled his first time up. And he swings on and pops that up to short outfield. And he will be safe, but Mason is out. There's not much you could do about that one. Gavin off with the pitch and a fly ball out to right. Caught out there. Oh, Waterloo leaves a runner stranded. First inning that they've left a runner on base because both the third out of the inning were cut down stealing at third the first 2 innings. So Waterloo probably less than 10 pitches on a Sun Prairie arm that half inning. And through 2.5, Waterloo maintains a 5-1 lead. Shea back out for his third inning of work, and he will be facing 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the Sun Prairie lineup. Krista, you're funny. How's Mexico? Shea's opening pitch of the third drops in there for a strike. Oh, outside. One and one. Ooh, curveball that misses high. 2-1. Hey, catches the outside corner. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a little nubber outside of third, foul. Hit the line on the initial bounce and bounced outside of third by about 2 feet. Was still on the brown fake grass. Brown fake dirt, excuse me. Well, around here with no rain, the grass is brown. And Shea coming back. And foul tip caught by Ryan. And 4th strikeout on the game for Shea. And curveball high and miss. Nice glove by Ryan. And there's a foul straight back into the netting. We'll do it at next pitch will be 1-1. Warm day in Sun Prairie today. 90 degrees. And that's low. Nice. Keep the ball in front of you there, Ryan. 2-2. Spent most of my day in Sun Prairie today. Had an early 8:30 tee time this morning at Prairie Ridge or Prairie Pines Golf Course, formerly the Sun Prairie Golf Course. Shea's 2-2 now. And after that, Avery and I floated over to Gus's Diner for lunch. More like breakfast for Avery. He had French toast at 12:30. And Shea coming back and fouled. And then after lunch at Gus's, we headed up to Sassy Cow Creamery, and Avery polished off a single scoop of waffle cone. So it was an interesting day in Sun Prairie, and now we're back. And Shea, just high and outside. This is now full count. Waterloo leading 5-1. Batter calls time, and it's granted. This is not Major League, so we will not call that his first disengagement. And that's on the outside corner. Nice frame by Ryan. That might have been a little bit of help there. Don't know. So, 2 up, 2 down. Both retired via the strikeout for Shea. And cleanup hitter stands in for Sun Prairie. And first pitch to him is outside corner again. Strike 1. There's another curveball that drops in there. Shea quickly ahead, 0-2. And a little tapper back to Shea, excuse me, on to first. And an efficient inning for Shea. Retires the side in order. And through 3 innings of play, Waterloo maintains a 5-1 lead. Due up for Waterloo in the top of the fourth will be Trey, Jake, and Wyatt. Top of the fourth, opening pitch to Trey is fouled out of play. And Trey puts that one fair down the left field line. Trey with a big turn, but he's going to hold at first with a long single. Third inning that Waterloo has had the opening run or opening batter aboard. Ooh, drops in there for Jake. Jake behind 0-1. Trey with a modest lead over there. He's off at the pitch. Jake. That will. Nice play by the second baseman over there into the hole, short outfield grass out there. Gloves that and is able to get Jake out at first. Trey moves up to second. And Wyatt stands in now. Grounded out to first, his first time up, but got in an RBI. That was the fifth run of the game. And Wyatt with a grounder just past third. And Trey will take third on that single by Wyatt. 1 for 2 today, and runners on the corners with one down, and Tucker will stand in. Tucker walked in the first and was cut down at third for the third out of that first inning. Trying to steal, and catcher's indifference as Wyatt will take second. No throw down there, and runners, both runners in scoring position now. Waterloo gets out of the double play possibility. And 2-0 to Tucker. That is high to Tucker, 3-0 now. I'm guessing that even if this is the perfect pitch, there is not going to be a swing. Exactly. 3-1. Outfield plays straight away for Tucker. And that is on the outside corner. 3-2. And Tucker fouls that one over the Waterloo dugout. And we'll do it again at 3-2. And that bounces low and away from the catcher. Trey will come in and score the 6th run of the game for Waterloo. So Wyatt moves up to third on that wild pitch. And we may have a pitching change here. And we will. Number 4 will come into pitch now. Another lefty. Oh, not a pitching. Is it a pitching change? Injury? Timeout? Oh, this is number 4. Okay. Yep, number 9 is moved to first. So if I'm correct, Sun Prairie only has one left-handed batter, so one of these must pitch left and hit right. And we got one the other way, too. Throws left, bats right. And Tucker throws left and bats right. We got 2 of them. Okay. Yep. All right, so runners on the corners. 1 in, 1 out. Waterloo leading 6-1. Back to live baseball here after the pitching change. And Jacob swings at that one and puts it into left. Will it be? It's foul ball. Tucker was off with the pitch. Just a long strike for Jacob. Tucker off again and fires down to second. He will have that base stolen. Wyatt maintains his position at third. Even count, 1-1. Ooh, Jacob could not pull the trigger on that curveball. May have fooled him. Yeah, that's inside. Back to the fence. And Wyatt will come in and score. Tucker will take third. Wyatt was telling me before he wanted to slide today, but I don't know how good of a slide that was. And Jacob, another towering fly ball over by third base. And not quite into the parking lot. Ooh. Another curveball just misses the outside corner. Jacob in a full count now. And that is outside. So Jacob walks. Sixth walk of the game for Waterloo. And Ryan stands in. He walked his first time up. And Jacob is off to second. And no throw down there.
Go, Ryan.
And Ryan pops one over first. It could fall out there, and it will fall for a single. Tucker will trot home. And
Go, Dale, just like first inning.
And is Ryan going to hold at first? He will be off with the pitch. No stolen base without a throw. Dylan with a double to the right center gap his first time up. And couldn't pull the trigger on that one. 1-1. And Dylan puts that into the right field, and he will trot in with a single, and Jacob will trot home.
But don't get caught at third again. He's up.
And Avery stands in, who lined to third his last time up.
10 feet off the base and a line shot.
And throws back to first, and Dylan is back in time.
Come on, AP.
Long look over at Dylan. Coming home. And Avery leaves that one alone. Ball outside. Dylan off with the pitch. And that's the ball outside. And Avery ahead. 2 balls and no strikes. Outside, 3-0. Emmanuel waits on deck. 1 down in the top of the 4th. Inside to Avery. Walks on 4 straight pitches. And Emmanuel will step in with the bases loaded. 4 in the inning already with only 1 down. Waterloo leads 9-1. Emmanuel walked his first time up, but Tucker was caught trying to steal third on that same play. And Emmanuel with a nice solid shot to left center. Ryan will score. Dylan coming around third. He will score. And Emmanuel into second with a standing double. And bottom of the order in Sawyer standing in now. Sawyer holds off on that pitch, outside a ball. Sawyer wanted that one, but couldn't pull the trigger on that curveball, even at a ball and a strike. And Sawyer with a pop in the infield. And falls. Foul. Oh. Pitcher never touched the ball. Bounced in fair territory, but then jumped out of foul before it got over first base. So that is just a strike. Sawyer behind 1-2. And Sawyer grounder outside of third. And we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Waterloo with 6 in the inning, and they lead it 11-1. And Sawyer is able to lay back on that curveball. That will fall into right field. Avery trots home. Emmanuel coming around third, and he will score. A 2 RBI single for Sawyer. Back to the top of the order in Mason, who's 2 for 2 today. Hi to Mason. Outfield moves in a couple steps. And back to first, and Sawyer's in with a head-first dive. Still only 1 out in the inning. Coming home, high and outside. 2-0 to Mason. And inside corner. 2-1. And Mason chops one to third. Misplayed over there, and everybody is safe. And we're going to check on the third baseman to see if he's all right. And then we're also going to have a visit to the mound before Gavin steps in. And we will have another pitching change in the top of the 4th. First pitch to Gavin is low and outside. Sawyer takes third without a throw. And Mason off with that pitch. 2-0 to Gavin. High to Gavin, 3-0. That is low and outside, back to the fence. And Sawyer will come home. Mason moves up to third. And Shea stands in. And high and tight to Shea. Oh, he was hit. Hit by pitch. Must have hit his sleeve. And bases are now loaded for Trey, who started this inning with a single. And that is in there for a strike. 1-1. Ooh, that's behind Trey, but good stop by the catcher down there. Outside a ball. And Trey swings through that one, 3-2. And Trey fouls that one into the netting. And we'll do it again at 3-2. And Trey with a pop to third. Infield fly rule called, and Trey is out. Second out of the inning. And Jake stands in. Bases still loaded, but 2 down. And Jake finds one he likes. Grounder to third, misplayed over there, but on to first. In time to retire Jake. But Waterloo puts up a 9 spot. They send 15 batters to the plate. And through 3.5 innings of play, it is Waterloo 14, Sun Prairie-Blue 1. Gavin on to pitch this 4th inning for Waterloo, so that will close the book on Shea. 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run. That run was earned. 5 strikeouts. Was able to avoid any walks. So on the season, Shea with 19 strikeouts in 17 innings pitched, so that's over a strikeout an inning. Had to go back on all my stats here. Unofficial, of course, but they're probably 95% accurate. Outside of stolen bases, sometimes I'm a little generous and sometimes I'm a little stingy. So, bottom of the fourth. Left-handed batter steps in and grounds to second. Gloved by Trey, and on to first to retire the first batter. One pitch, one out. So some defensive changes as well. Jake behind the plate. Mason moves from second to short. Trey comes into the infield to second. Pop fly, and that will be Jake's play, and out of. Charles falls harmlessly to the turf. Center field manned by Tucker. Emmanuel in left. And Sawyer in right. And Gavin pokes there. That is out to right. And Sawyer catches that one. So 2 quick outs on only 3 pitches for Gavin. And that's in there for a strike. There, it's a swing and a miss. And curveball grounder to Trey. Can't play it. And misplays it, but able to recover in time to throw on to Avery for the out. Gavin throws 6 pitches and gets 3 outs that inning. And through 4 innings of play, Waterloo maintains their 14-1 lead. And it looks like this could be game over. Nope. I believe maybe you have to play 5, or because it's not 15 runs, perhaps we're still playing. Only 14-run lead, so we will play another inning, I guess.
See if Brian puts his shoes back on.
So Wyatt stands in and flies out to center. 1 pitch, 1 out. In stands Tucker. Outside a ball. And Tucker leaves that one alone. 2-0. And Tucker out to center, falls in front of the center fielder for a single. Tucker's first hit after 2 walks on the day. And Jacob will stand in with 1 down. Waterloo leading 14-1. Tucker with a 2.5 step lead over there. And he's not moving, but a good secondary lead. And that opening pitch to Jacob is high, ball 1. And second pitch, same spot. 2-0. Right in the inside corner. 2-1. That drops low. 3-1 to Jacob. And Tucker, throw to first is up line. And Tucker will try to go to third. And he is in there safely. And that is low and outside. And Tucker slides in head first. And Jacob advances to second on the throw home. So Jacob walks, but takes second on the play at the plate. And we are leading 15-1. Bunch of Sun Prairie hockey parents over there giving Dylan a little hard time. He plays hockey in Sun Prairie during the winter months. That's outside and back to the fence. Jacob on his horse and will take third on the wild pitch. High to Ryan. And Ryan leaves that one alone. 2-2. That is low and outside, and Jacob will hold at third.
Come on, Ryan.
And he leaves that one alone. Ryan walks for the second time today. Runners on the corners, and Dylan will stand in. Dylan 2 for 2 on the day. Outside a ball. And Dylan with a shot out to right and caught out there. Jacob will tag. And another run scores.
PG. Come on, Avery.
Ball outside.
He's dropped that ball 4 times already.
That's a strike in the outside corner, 1-1. And Avery with a grounder into the hole at short. And Avery, the last one of the team to get a hit today.
Huh? He was the last one to get a hit.
So runners on first and second. For Emmanuel, that ball pitch is outside and the runners are not moving. Low and outside to Emmanuel, 2-0. And Emmanuel fouls one off. Out of play. Oh. And well, Emmanuel doesn't swing at that inside pitch, 2-2. That's outside, full count. Runners should be in motion here. And that's inside to Emmanuel. And bases will be loaded for Sawyer. And Sawyer follows that one back. On 1. That drops in there for a strike. 0-2 now. Waterloo up 16-1. And Sawyer follows that one out of play. And we'll do it again at 0-2. That's low and outside, 1-2. And Sawyer swings through that one for the third out of the inning. But Waterloo plates 2 more. And they lead it 16-1. We are heading to the bottom of the 5th. Bunch of defensive changes here for Waterloo in the field. I will give them to you here. We still have Jake behind the plate and Gavin on the mound. Dylan at first, but we've got Sawyer at second, Trey at short, Avery at third. Outfield left to right is Emmanuel. First pitch is swung on into the Waterloo dugout, or just off the fence. Emmanuel is in left, wide in center, Ryan in right. So a few new positions for a few players. And that is in there for strike two. Curve, foul, outside of first. And defensive swing, and that will cost him a strikeout. And swings through that curveball, 0-1. That's just high, 1-1. Another curveball in there. Ahead, 1-2. That's high. Swings through that one, strike three. And